Desuwa Onyenokwe.
And my name is Patrick Doyle, and together we have the very special pleasure and privilege of being the anchors on this epoch-making event, the 15th anniversary of the Hallmarks of Labor Foundation.
Well, when you, for 15 years, spend your time and energy trying to reward Nigerians who ordinarily people may not see as heroes simply because they are not maybe very wealthy, but we know that what they have upstairs is much more than what money can buy. Doing it for 15 years without failing is something we must reward or be happy with Auntie Patricia Twedo for doing this for all this long.
This evening, the 15th anniversary, will be celebrating a group of Nigerians who we have chosen to call the Great Nigerians. Because this is indeed a great country, our very eminent Nigerians cannot but be described as great Nigerians. And this evening, we will be handing out special awards to these great Nigerians. Starting off, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the chairman of the board of the Hallmarks Foundation to give a formal welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen,
we'd like to invite Professor Emeritus Umar Shehu. A round of applause as he comes forward to welcome us formally for this epoch-making event this evening.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, distinguished Senator Kenneth Nami, distinguished awardees, and chairman of this occasion, distinguished professor of medicine, a very good friend and colleague of mine, Professor Oladipo Akinkube, other distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen of the press. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all on this occasion of the 15th anniversary of our foundation, the Hallmarks of Labor Foundation. I'm particularly thankful to our special guest of honor, distinguished Senator Kenneth Namani, former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and our chairman, Professor Emeritus Oladipo Akinkube. I welcome in a special way all our awardees today, great Nigerians whose achievements we're here to celebrate. As I stand on this podium, the thought that we're gathered to mark 15 years makes me wonder how quickly time flies. But it's also time to reflect on what the foundation has been able to achieve during this period. The foundation was set up with a mission to change the mindset of Nigerians and awaken in them, or in us as a whole, the spirit of nationalism, hard work, by developing positive attitude that success through hard work is far more fulfilling and rewarding. We have also continued to send the message of hope to our future generations on various platforms like our books. This is not an event or evening for long speeches, but a time to celebrate our great patriots. We have gone through the various nominations, and the selection committee worked tirelessly to coordinate and finally arrive at our awardees, whose exemplary achievements are an inspiration and a beacon of hope to us all. We are proud to present them with the knowledge that each and every one of our awardees today, in the tradition of Hallmarks of Labor Role Model Foundation, cannot be halted. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having been a part of the foundation since its inception, I stand to be corrected by the Executive Secretary here, I will not miss the opportunity of today's event to say a word or two about our Executive Secretary, Mrs. Patricia Otuedan Araware, who has worked hard and diligently over the years, which is instrumental in bringing the foundation to where it is today. We thank her and wish her a very bright future. Let me take this opportunity to thank our partners. Without partners, of course, things like that cannot happen. These are Vanguard newspapers, Mobile Producing Nigeria, Novartis, Northwest Oil and Gas, National Agency for the Control of AIDS, and Agora Capital Limited. Once more, thank you all for coming to celebrate with us, and we look forward to a memorable event. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
This evening, the chairman for this occasion is indeed a Nigerian worthy of emulation in every material particular. He is none other than Professor Emeritus Oladipo Olujimi Akinkugbe. He is a Hallmarks of Labour Foundation role model. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of today's occasion for his opening remarks, Professor Akinkugbe.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Now this evening, we have such a distinguished coterie of our days tonight, almost intimidating. But the one common thread that runs through these achievements is that they are people who are usually very modest, hardworking, and you know, in this society, there are some who treat modesty with such great respect that they use it sparingly. But when you look through this list, you will find that they are all extremely modest people who are not only true Nigerians, but they are true Africans and a pride to the African race. When you actually look through their vita, you would see that they have achieved so much on their own. And that's why I like the hallmarks of labor, because the key word there is labor. Things you achieve through the sweat of your own brow. And I think that is usually more lasting than ephemeral awards. Now, this is a very unique award. You don't apply for it. And it's like many are called, but few are chosen. So, people you will see talked about today are a rare commodity for this country. And you will find them in every department of life. The legal profession, in finance, governance, and the one that excites me perhaps the most is the one that draws attention to the importance of inspiring our younger ones, the ones who have been involved in examinations like the West African examinations. Now, I'd like to pay special tribute to Patricia, because she is the engine of implementation of this whole project. And she deserves a big round of applause. When you look at the Board of Trustees, then you know that these are people whose choice is determined not by any pressure or influence, but people who are genuinely involved in assessing, using criteria that are unconscionable and just right and reliable. I'd like to congratulate all the awardees for this 15th anniversary. It's a very important milestone. And the committee for the thoughtfulness in bringing them together, because the virtues which they are, the attributes which they depict or demonstrate to us, are ones that we need very much now. I will just end with a little quote by a philosopher who says, institutions are worth no more than the men and women who work there. Once again, thank you very much. Congratulations.
As a Nigerian, what is your concept of success? Is it true that no one can become rich unless he gets involved in shady deals? Must the businessman be fraudulent, a 419er, in order to make it? Should the public servant demand bribe for performing his normal duties? Should the professional undermine his ethics? Our society seems so drenched in so many negatives that one wonders if there is any hope for the next generation. Are there any role models among us today who can give positive inspiration to our youths? Happily, yes. This program, Hallmarks of Labor, is here to spotlight such men and women of valor. People, Nigerians, who have achieved success, greatness and honor by transparent honesty, hard work and integrity. For these are the qualities upon which the survival of our nation depends, the dreams of our founding fathers. And to introduce tonight's special guest on Hallmarks of Labor, meet hard-working, beautiful hostess, Patricia Dede Otwedo.
We are all gathered to celebrate with the chairman and members of the Board of Trustees as Hallmarks of Labor Foundation celebrates its 15th year anniversary. Congratulations! Oh, how time flies. Indeed, the 1990s were great years, but it was also a period that some of us would describe as one of the darkest moments in Nigeria's checkered political history, especially as our reputation amongst the League of Nations was at its lowest ebb. To the outside world, the average Nigerian was a criminal of sorts, especially with fraudsters popularly known as 419ers, drug smugglers, and so on. At international ports of entry, we were subjected to the worst indignities. We were stripped of our clothing to ensure that we were not concealing banned substances. Nigeria became a pariah in the international community, while criminal minds bestrode our landscape with absurd lifestyles bordering on criminal extravagance. So, people with no visible means of income rode the best cars, lived in mansions, and spent money with careless abandon. A wave of negative role models emerged. In the meantime, what happened to the law-abiding Nigerians, the professional class, doctors, engineers,